What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Wolfcrier here, and today we're going to be talking about the Last Epoch beta. And before we jump into today's video, I just want to say that we have some new swag available to go with our snazzy new ARPG update logo. Feel free to check out the new Make ARPGs Great Again gear available on Teespring and Streamlabs. Links will be down below. All right, with that being over and done with, let's jump right into it. Last Epoch is an action role-playing game being developed by 11th Hour Games. Its Kickstarter campaign was a big success, and the team has been working diligently on the game throughout the alpha, improving systems, animations, and adding new chapters to the game as well. Now, as of April 30th, Last Epoch is officially in its beta phase. Last Epoch takes a different approach to storytelling in the ARPG genre by allowing its players to traverse various eras or times in the history of the world of Aterra. With the new prologue added into the game with the beta launch, your character now starts off in the Divine Era. But after interacting with a magical shard, your character is transported to various times in history leading up to the Ruined Era, which is where the game started during the alpha phase. The Ruined Era is the end of times, if you will, in the land of Aterra. The world has been overrun by the Void, and this is a very dark time for the residents of Aterra who have taken refuge from this onslaught by hiding underground. But the Void has begun encroaching on even this sanctuary that the residents have created. The storyline allows your character to discover how things got to this dark point in the future, while revisiting areas at different times throughout history. This type of storytelling is a pretty cool concept, and for me, personally, was probably the biggest selling point of this game. And I am really enjoying the new chapters added to the game since the beta launch. It gave me a little taste of that feeling that I've been longing for within ARPGs, that which I've been missing recently. It's hard to explain, but so far, for me, the game is living up to my expectations. Now, before we go over classes and systems in Last Epoch, I do need to say that the game, as much as I'm enjoying it, is still an early access game. Much of the game can and probably will go through changes throughout the beta period. I mean, it's still got some glitches, some bugs here and there, and it's not a finished game. It's not a polished game yet. I have backed this game since the early Kickstarter demo days, and I personally do not regret one single cent. But I did that to show support, to help this team build what I thought was an amazing concept. Whether or not you drop $35 on an early access beta version of what could be a great game is between you and your wallet. All I know is that for me, it was a good decision. And if you do purchase the game, please understand this is still an early access game. It will need time to become what it will eventually be. And I do believe that it will become that game that it aspires to be. And also, one more thing, if you buy into the demo, join the Last Epoch Discord, share your experiences. When you're playing a beta, you have the ability to help the team out by reporting bugs, asking questions, and making suggestions. The Last Epoch team and its community are a very welcoming bunch. And now that that's out of the way, let's talk a bit about the classes and systems that Last Epoch brings to the table. Last Epoch will feature 5 base classes, each with 3 mastery classes, allowing for multiple playstyles and skill sets. Currently, 4 of these base classes have already been added into the game: the Primalist, Sentinel, Mage, and Acolyte, with the Rogue class coming at some point during the game's beta phase. The class system seems to be designed to lead to many hours of build creation and allow players to customize their characters into that dream ARPG class. The Primalist saw its 3rd mastery class introduced into the game when the beta launched, allowing you to now spec into Beastmaster, Shaman, or Druid. And the Primalist focuses on the powers of nature, allowing for cool totem builds, a command over ferocious animals, and now shapeshifting with the Druid class. I am currently progressing with the Druid class and do have plans to discuss each class in their own respective videos. Next up, we have the Sentinel, which is your basic tanky brawler type that can spec into the Void Knight, Forge Guard, or Paladin, with all three masteries also available as of the beta launch. The Sentinel is a master of weapons and armor. The Mage class will be able to choose between the Spellblade, Sorcerer, or Rune Master for its mastery classes. The Mage focuses the powers of the elements into high damage spells. Currently, players can access the Sorcerer and the Spellblade mastery trees. Then we have the Acolyte, which is your necrotic class with mastery over the undead and that darker side of sorcery. This class can currently specialize into the Necromancer and the Lich, with the Warlock as its upcoming third mastery. And then that fifth class that will be added is the Rogue class. The Rogue is currently the only class not in the game, but it will include the Marksman, Blade Dancer, and Falconer as its three mastery classes. The current passive system allows for specialization within each class and leads to each mastery class available to your character. During levels 1 through 20, it focuses on the base class, and at level 21, the mastery classes will open up, allowing you to gain new passives and skills within those masteries. And this is where you can really begin to specialize and augment your skills even further. I like this system, and although I'm sure this will go through some changes throughout the beta, I do hope that the core function of this current passive system stays true to its current form. Last Epoch also takes a unique approach to skills with skill passive trees for the majority of skills within the game, allowing you to take these skills in different directions and create differing builds using the same skills. I really enjoy this system as it allows the players the opportunity to customize abilities in many different ways without it being this massive, overly complicated system. And the crafting system in Last Epoch is also quite a refreshing take on crafting. All items in the game, with the exception of unique and set items, can become quite powerful with the right amount of crafting and a dash of luck. Items currently allow for 2 prefix attributes and 2 suffixes, and these affixes can be upgraded via crafting or crafted entirely from scratch onto a clean base item, giving you the ability to craft that perfect piece of gear for your build. But, as there should be, there are always risks, since the items have a greater chance to fracture or be destroyed as more crafting is performed on them. So, what's new in the beta? The beta now includes a hefty amount of new content added to what was already currently available to players. As we spoke, the Primalist's Druid Mastery and the Sentinel's Paladin Mastery have been added during the launch of the beta. Also added were 2.5 more chapters of storyline, effectively doubling the current amount of story in the beta as opposed to the alpha version. There are also 12 new skills and 6 new skill trees, most of which are for the new mastery classes being introduced, but there are some skills coming to a handful of the other classes as well. Overall, I gotta say that I am wicked enjoying the Last Epoch beta so far. I plan on playing a ton of this during the days to come, both on stream and off stream, to get some videos done for YouTube, because I am really impressed by what they have done with this beta launch. I was not expecting such a drastic difference, such a big step forward for this game, and I'm really happy with the results. So definitely stop on by the stream, twitch.tv/wolfcrier, to check out some Last Epoch streams over the next week or so, because right now, I really can't get enough of this game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I always greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely let me know in that comment section down below if you're playing Last Epoch, if you've checked out any of the streams out there, what you think of the game so far, because I, like I said, am really enjoying it. Also, don't forget to follow me at WolfCryerYT on Twitter for updates of when I go live for streaming and when I post new videos. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much, and you all have a fantastic day. Peace.